All right, everybody, this is intended to be a series of quick videos to get you started and going on your wallet for Metals 2. So if you look on the screen, I have the Plate Wallet job sheet up here, which I'm going to use to get started with my actual file. So you're going to be using Vcarve, which is a software that we have loaded on Ericom, which I'll show you how to get into in a second. Okay, we're going to have a blank that starts off as 90 thousandths by 2.5 inches by 4 inches. However, if you read the bold text, it says we want to set up the stock size to reflect the finish size according to the print at first. It'll make it easier to draw. So I'm going to show you how to get into Ericom. You go to a new tab, and if you type in ericom.leiden212.org, it's going to pull up this menu here. And if you log in with your normal email, but you don't have to put at student.leiden212.org, you're going to just go ahead and connect. It brings up a list of software, or a menu on the left side. If you click in Industrial Tech, here's a list of softwares we have access to on Ericom. We're going to use Vcarve Pro, the most current version. Okay, that opens up a window with Vcarve Pro over here. We have a bunch of options on the left side. Since we're starting a new wallet, we're going to go ahead and click Create a New File. It brings up a menu to set up the material size on the left. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is make sure I have single-sided selected because we're only cutting from one side on this project. Okay, now my job size, according to my job sheet, should be the finished size of the wallet. And so if I open up my print, I can look at my print and decide that the finished size of my wallet is X 3.430, Y is 2.170, and then the thickness of the material, if we look up here, is 90 thousandths of an inch thick. And so I'm going to go back to Vcarve and I'm going to program that in. So X again was 3.430. Y is 2.170. And Z is 0.090 for the thickness. And it adjusts the workpiece over here to reflect that. For Z0 position, you're going to keep it at the material surface because our tools will be touched up on the top of the part. For our XY datum, if we look at our print, our origin, all of our coordinates come from this corner, X0 and Y0. So our origin is going to be top left. And so that's what we select right here is our XY datum position. So now I see that the corner of the top left is where my X0 is and where my Y0 is. Everything else you can leave alone. It's not super critical that you change it. And then you would just say OK on the bottom. That sets our workpiece and it brings up the menu over here. And so that's how we're going to get started. Right away when you end up in this place, you're going to want to save your file. You can either do File Save up at the top or just click the Save icon right here. And you're going to save it into your U drive. And so under this PC, you'll expand that down. You should have several options. If it pops up an error that says you can't access that, just say OK, and then it will allow you to access this. And then you're going to find the one that says U. Okay, so over on the right, that says U. So I'm going to click in there. It's going to bring up your own individual file. If you just save it to desktop like it defaults to, that will get cleared out every night because you're not saving it to your Chromebook. You're saving it to Leiden's virtual servers. So you're going to make sure you're on U, and then you can just save it as your last name. You can already see I have one of these. And so I'm going to call it 2020 file 2. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save that. So that's how we get started in opening up Ericom, setting our workpiece sizes, and then saving the file. I'm going to move on to the next video to show you how to actually start drawing.